The issue isn't that you don't know what to do or lack time or resources. A person may indeed have time, knowledge of the steps they need to take, and examples of others who've done it. But something more crucial may be missing: an inner sense of confidence, the feeling that I can actually do this. Other people may handle it, but can I? Will I thrive in a world where I've succeeded? An inner force seems to hold the reins of your motivation, not giving you the energy to get started. Intellectually, you know it would be great to pursue your goals, yet the activity doesn't start. This is often due to deep-seated beliefs that aren't immediately obvious, beliefs about who you are, what you can and cannot do, what you deserve, and what you'll face if you begin working toward your goals. And there be conflicts with others, and will you be able to handle them? These inner beliefs might be limiting your motivation and adapting you to the needs of your environment rather than to your own. Both are important, aligning with one's environment and adapting the environment to one's needs. But sometimes, because of life's unique path, a person doesn't develop the ability to influence, but instead relies on adapting. They may feel their capabilities, knowledge, and ability to impact their life and the world are less than they actually are. If you find yourself stuck in the same life, unable to break through into a new reality, it could be beneficial to explore this idea and start transforming a small person syndrome into a person of influence syndrome. Now, here are some signs of this small person syndrome that you might recognize in yourself. Dreaming without action. You know roughly what you want, but no energy seems to spark the first step. There's always something more immediately appealing, more interesting, or more pressing, and you end up dreaming. Unclear about what you want. Sometimes, it's not even about procrastination, you simply don't know what you really want. There's no fight against inaction because there's no clarity on personal goals, values, or purpose. Some people, deeply into this mode, enjoy being told what to do, admire authoritarian figures, or join groups that dictate their choices and beliefs. Wanting to want. You understand you're unsure of what you want, but there's a desire to figure it out. A certain itch indicates that something is missing, and perhaps that's why you clicked on this video. Sometimes you act, sometimes you don't. Energy comes and goes. Sometimes you move toward what you want, and then, without warning, your motivation fades, leaving you in a stop-start cycle. Consuming more than creating. There's a tendency to watch films, reels, videos, listen to things, rather than creating or learning something new. Easily influenced by others. Adapting and blending in easily with others' ideas or goals instead of sticking to one's own direction. Trying to control others. You may be focused more on controlling others' behavior, reactions, or thoughts rather than on controlling your own. Have any of these struck a chord with you? Now, let's dive into some transformative steps toward the person of influence syndrome. Separate yourself from your actions and achievements. Drawing from Erich Fromm's ideas of two types of love, it's useful to view yourself in two ways. Love for yourself just as you are, and appreciation for the products you create. The first type of love values you simply for being. It's vital for intimate relationships. In intimate relationships, love cannot be earned, otherwise it is not about intimacy. The second type values the outcomes you produce necessary for social life, like in work where recognition is based on achievements. And this is also wonderful. When someone gives you recognition for your achievements, your knowledge, your skills. So start to form these two types of love in yourself. Don't wait for it from someone else. Separate your I from your knowledge, skills, results. Imagine yourself as a container, a box, or chest. Then there are things you put in the box: photos, objects, money. You can critique what you place in the box without criticizing the box itself. In the same way, you can critique your work, actions, and ideas, but still love and value yourself unconditionally. Criticize actions, but not the person. This approach applies to others as well. You accept criticism of your ideas, actions, results, but if it is a personal attack on you, you will not participate. This way of thinking allows you to accept constructive feedback without losing your self-respect. Praise yourself for effort, not just results. Reward yourself for things you can control. For example, how many inches your thighs will grow from doing squats is out of your control. What you can control is doing a certain number of squats today. Just as we can't control how many views this video gets, we can control its creation and distribution. Set goals around actions, not results, and recognize your efforts even if the results aren't immediate. If something is out of your control and stressing you out, try switching your attention to areas that are in your control. It really helps to feel empowered and control that you're doing it and rewarding yourself for it. You may not have achieved the result today, but you did something today, you made an effort. And understanding that is very supportive. It creates a strong person syndrome in you, a person of influence. There are areas we can't influence, and that can be depressing. Then shift your focus to areas of your influence. What kind of life do you want in the next 5 or 10 years? And what actions can you take now to help achieve it? In the future, you'll thank yourself for focusing on what you can do, rather than what you can't. Gaining experience in overcoming difficulties. When you fall and you can get up yourself, perhaps through pain, shame, fear, guilt, but you will do it. Try negotiation games or role-playing games in which you face fears such as rejection or conflict and come out of them with new strength. This experience gradually strengthens confidence and changes the way you see yourself. You can try to do the same in your real life. Find places where you want to show up in a new way. Find ways to show up in a new way and collect this experience. Important life hack. Keep track of your successes, especially moments when you stood up for yourself, achieved a goal despite fear, or remained faithful. Write them down so as not to dismiss them as luck or coincidence. Write down, what did I do? How did I feel then? What conclusions can I draw about myself, the world, and people? Recorded achievements are more significant than those that remain unrecognized. That's it for today's video. Please share in the comments how you're feeling after watching this. Did anything resonate, make things clearer, or perhaps stir something inside? I'd love to know. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.